everyone, and welcome back to the Athlete to Athlete podcast. I am your host, Mackenzie Sullivan, and today we have another special guest, Miss Jazmyn Potts.
Hey guys, I'm Jazmyn. I just graduated from Pitt this past April, and I was on the Pitt track and field team for 4 years, and I've been running track for 13 years.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
She is a 400 hurdler, 100 hurdler, or that's what she did in college. So
Yes.
we were a hurdle crew together, and she's also bestie.
We're like besties, best friends.
Yeah, basically this is just like a regular conversation, and you're just like in on it, so you should be grateful. This is just like bestie chat. So I wanted to bring Jazz on here. One, because she's bestie. Two, because she was on my team and I'm trying to make my rotation. But also because she has had her fair share of experience in athletics from diapers to now. And she also has experience being on the post-athletic side of life. And she's been doing that for a few months now. So I wanted to get some feedback on that and also talk about her athletic experience up until now. So, first, Jazz, tell us when you got started in track, just kind of, lead us up to pre-college.
Okay, so I started track, I feel like it was either when I was 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
I used to play soccer when I was like, when I was,
know that.
Yeah, when I was like really little, but I didn't know how to play.
Oh, you're just running, kicking.
Exactly, I was just literally running around the field. So my mom was like, maybe track would be good for her because, of course, I'm just running around the field. So I started with track, and it's, so funny because I vividly remember, I ran the 400.
Ooh.
Little Jazz.
Why is that what people start out in? That's criminal.
I literally don't understand, honestly, but that was, one race I ran in, and I was like,
good. I feel so bad, at AAU meets, watching those 8-year-olds run a whole lap around the track. Come on, that feels like a mile to their little legs. It's terrible.
I was crying.
I bet.
I was crying. So, yeah, that was obviously not the vibes, but my main events, I was a sprinter. I was a short sprinter, so I ran the 100 and the 200, but the 200 was mainly my event, and I did, relays, obviously.
Yeah.
So this was, elementary school, and I just did summer track, literally, every single summer since I was in 4th grade.
Oh my goodness.
I know, which is crazy. I never really had a summer.
Yes, Collegiate talked about that as well. It really is such a all-consuming sport to be involved
you
in.
literally start when you get out of school and you end when you start school. So that was my summers, honestly. I was on 2 different. I was on one AAU. I guess it wasn't. So with summer track, there was AAU, and then there was something that I did.
USATF.
Yes.
Yep.
USATF. That's what I did. I didn't do AAU, so I did USATF. And I was on one team, and then I went to another team. That's where I spent literally middle school to high school till I was in college. Even after my freshman year, I practiced with that team too.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, I've been going to the Junior Olympics, USATF Junior Olympics since I was in middle school, which is so funny to think about. I placed in the Junior Olympics.
Period.
I think I want to say when I was in 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
It was I forget, it was either 8th grade or 9th grade. But yeah, I placed. Period. I got 3rd place.
Ooh, podium. Wow.
I got 3rd place. I think that was maybe my sophomore year. I don't remember, but so that was literally my life. Because even when you get to middle school, in 7th grade is when you were allowed to do sports, where I'm from.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was doing summer track, then I would do track in middle school, and then even when I got to high school, I was doing summer track, indoor, spring track, summer. It's
year round.
Year round.
And my coach put me in cross country.
I'm not doing that. No, my
year round.
My coach tried to do that. I said no.
It's a joke.
No, I know my place personally.
Yes.
So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Did you ever go to New Balance Nationals?
Yes, I went to New Balance my junior year of high school. I got sixth. I got a medal. I got sixth place.
Gosh.
Yes.
Were you in emerging elite or the elite?
I was in emerging elite.
Emerging
I
elite,
couldn't.
okay, yeah.
I would have not placed if I was, especially because that was such a bad meet for me, I think.
Oh, really? Was it?
Oh, wait, no, it wasn't. I lied. That was good.
Indoor or was it outdoor?
It was outdoor.
Okay, so you didn't go to the armory or whatever.
No, because I forget. Oh, I did sign up to go indoor my senior year, but that's when COVID.
We would have met there.
That's insane. Yes, that's when COVID happened. So, like, obviously, like.
Okay, got you.
Whatever.
Yes. What color backpack did you get then? Or what was the backpack?
I actually don't know if I got the backpack. I'm not gonna lie. I know, like,
that's
people
like
did.
The point.
I know. People did still get sent backpacks, I think.
Are you wait for
like
your
senior year? Oh, are you talking about junior year? Oh, so sorry. That was like the not the navy. It was like the royal blue, and the I don't want to say salmon. I wish I could send you a picture. I probably could.
Is it the bright
yes
orange one? Okay,
which is kind of sucks. Like
that one was. I feel like that was like the New Balance bag. Though.
Really?
Like, yes.
Really? When I think of New Balance, I think of either the mint and the black one or the gold, the white and the gold one. Was so nice.
See, that's probably because you were like an earlier era than me.
Okay, maybe.
But like for me, like the year that I started doing AAU was my junior year. So your senior year. So anybody that went to New Balance, they had that orange bag.
Okay, that's true.
So that's why I thought that. And then
I guess now that I am thinking about it, I feel like that's the bag that I see the most.
Yes.
When I
don't
like
know why.
yeah, like that's the bag I feel like I see the most.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I guess it is kind of cute. I still have mine at home. I brought it to college, but then I was like freshman year, and I was like, it's time to get rid of this. Like,
no, I know you can't be like walk around with it. Like the people that would walk around with it like in college, but like weren't college athletes. Is like, oh, okay, like we moved on. We're in college, but I hold that baby near and dear to me because I never actually competed at New Balance Nationals. Which was so devastating.
You just like got
the year that I qualified was indoor for the 400 for the elite one.
Oh, period.
Yeah.
But you still, because I qualified for the elite, but I knew I was not gonna play.
So I was like, let me not.
Yeah, I was like, let me just do
let me medal in the emerging as you should.
Right.
As you should. But yeah, so I was so devastated because I was like,
though.
oh my god, that was supposed to be my New Balance Nationals, but I did end up getting sent the bag. So that one was the white with the rose gold.
That sounds so. See, like the white and the whatever color are like so cute to me. Like I wish that I did New Balance when it was like the white and gold one. I feel like that was maybe. I feel like that was maybe the year before I did it, but I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
so pretty.
Anyway, I'll have to show you mine. It's pride and joy. I don't think no, it's probably at home. But anyways, well, sorry, reminiscing.
Got a little sidetrack.
Anyways, so. Now, let's reflect a little bit, I guess, on your collegiate career and comparing your high school to college and what you were expecting, how things compared, whatever you want to say there.
This is such a sensitive topic. Okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
And handle with care. You know, say what you want, but
oh my
for
gosh.
everyone it is.
So, yeah, I was one of the top athletes out of Ohio.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's from Ohio.
Yeah, I'm from Ohio. So I was one of the top athletes out of Ohio, for hurdles. And
did you run the 400 hurdles in Ohio?
Oh my gosh, no. Ohio, like for school track, only did 300 hurdles.
Okay, same as Michigan.
But 400 was for like summer track and that stuff. So I did that once. I wasn't doing it. I was like, I'm not doing it.
Right.
But. So yeah, I was one of the top athletes in Ohio. My sophomore year, I ran 14.2, which was, like my sophomore year of high school, I ran 14.2, and that's when like school started reaching out, like going into my like junior year and stuff, because like obviously I ran 14.2, how old was I, 16?
Yeah.
So I'm on track to like run like sub 13 probably like the next year, honestly. So my junior year, that's when I went to New Balance. My junior year at States, I fell. I fell, and I was, oh my gosh, like that was probably like still to this day I feel like one of my best races. Like it was,
Did you fall like late in the race?
It was like the third to last hurdle.
Okay, yeah.
So I fell. So then at New Balance, I ran 14.0. My junior year, yes. And then senior year was COVID.
Yep.
So I didn't have an outdoor. So I honestly,
everything.
but I felt like I was doing like even, I had a personal trainer that year and everything.
Okay.
Like me and my mom were not playing.
Oh, no.
Senior year.
What, baby?
Senior year, we're not playing it. I was on track to win the 300 hurdles, state 300 hurdles my senior year too. I can't. COVID, it just makes me so mad.
Such a sensitive topic. I mean, it ruined everything.
Everything.
But.
So, whatever. So going into college, I was, a lot of us got recruited my year, but,
you had a pretty big
yeah, we had
group.
a big class, I guess. So going into college, that was like, because obviously coming from high school, I won every race I ran. I had multiple meet records. So like high expectations, right? And track was like literally life at this point. Like I was like, oh, I want to go to, like, I've been doing it for so long.
Right.
I like, oh, I want to go to the Olympics. Like, like that, like
The whole
talk.
thing, yeah. Yes.
So yeah, like freshman year was so rough. And I just think that's like normal because it's like a lot on your body. And
big transition.
it's a huge transition. And I, like, obviously with summer track, I've had like hard workouts and I even lifted like a little bit, but it wasn't as excessive as going to college.
Yeah.
It's insane. So I did not do the best. I think my fastest race was 14.1 freshman year.
That's not far off.
It's not far off, but it's like I could run that in like in high school I could run that like easily. So it was like whatever. Then can I talk about me being
You can talk about you can just probably
Okay.
not say exactly what happened. But
I ran 14.1 and so my freshman year of college. So then that summer I was training. Like I trained with one of my best friends, Calvin, and we were, because he also was a student athlete at Grand Valley. So I was training that summer. Like I was working out. I felt pretty good going into conditioning. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be my year. This is gonna be my year.
never lead with that before the year.
Never have high hopes.
Just let it be what it's gonna be. Call it after it happens.
Oh God, it's so funny. So yeah, my sophomore year, I got suspended from the team because of my own actions. It's a whole thing, but we're not gonna get into that. So
You can argue if that was just or not, but proceed.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Yeah,
The
we're not gonna
walls.
get into that. But yeah, so I got suspended from the team for an entire year.
The drama. So dramatic.
An entire year, and I think it was going into the 4th week of conditioning.
Yeah, because you were
Is
there
when
for a
I got
little bit.
suspended. So I did 3 weeks of conditioning, and then I was suspended or whatever. So I couldn't work out with the team. I couldn't lift with the team. So I had to do everything by myself, and I didn't, obviously. It was a very, very hard time. So it was hard for me to work out, honestly. So
Of course, like it's hard to. I mean, keep the motivation at that point. Like you told me, I'm done for the year. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see you next year.
exactly, especially when it just got cold. It's like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, right. You can't
So-
train inside. Anyways, go run it. Anyways, sorry. You keep going.
So yeah, I got suspended for that entire year. So I came back my junior year, and I was like not the same athlete. My body wasn't really the same. Like I could feel it, but like coaches were like, "Oh, like we're past that or whatever. Like we're past you having a whole year off." But it's like no. Like I feel
Yeah.
like that was probably the downfall of my collegiate career. I don't think I was gonna. I probably could have if I was working out. But I just like I mentally could not, I just couldn't work out. So maybe I could have came back from it. But so yeah, the fastest I ran was 13.8.1. I want to say, and that was junior year, I think.
Yeah, I think I was at ACCs, right?
It was junior year ACCs, and then senior year. It's like laugh laughable. It's so laughable.
Last year wasn't our year.
So yeah, last year, my senior year, I hit a hurdle so hard. It literally like flipped in the air. I don't know how it didn't hit me, honestly.
What was that?
ACCs.
Yeah, outdoor?
Yeah.
I don't think I remember. You were on the other side of the track at Georgia
Yeah.
Tech, so it was
I was
like...
in... Wait, no. What lane was I in? No, I was in like lane 2. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I was
but
next...
like the stands.
Oh,
were
yeah,
on the
yeah,
other
yeah.
side, so I couldn't see.
No, yeah.
hurdle
So
still.
I hit a hurdle, like it literally flipped up in the air, and I don't know how I didn't fall. I honestly have pretty good balance.
You do.
Well, I fall a lot of practice, but
Sure, but from that you learn to keep going.
I have really good balance. But yeah, I hit it so hard. So. And that was the last meet of my collegiate career. Oh wait, I didn't even talk about indoor. Indoor, like I don't know, indoor's indoor. 60.
Yeah, indoors prep for outdoor for real,
Yeah.
depending on like your events, I guess.
Yeah.
But like when you're a hurdler,
Yeah.
I feel like unless you just have a great start and you're like, oh, I love the 60. Sorry, it's a
I
big
do have a
event.
good start, but I don't know what happens.
Oh.
When I tell y'all, I be out with the girls who run like 8-2 in the blocks, and then something happens. I'm not sure what.
Bye. It just.
It's so funny. For the 60, my fastest time was like 8:52, I think. Me and the 60 have a weird relationship.
60 hurdles.
60
Sorry,
hurdles,
just
sorry.
to clarify. I don't need everyone thinking.
No, yeah, 60 hurdles. Sorry. Yeah. So, and I see my thing with the 60 is I don't know how to run the race until ACCs. Don't look at my team. If you look at.
As a rule, never look at T-first.
Never look at the T-first. Like, you will think, like, I probably took steroids or something before ACCs. Especially, last year. We're not going to talk about that. Anyways, so, yeah, that's the 60. And then 400 hurdles. 400 hurdles was so new to me. I ran it freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
When did I start running it? I forget. And then, yeah, I ran it, like, a few meets freshman year. Also, freshman year, because it was COVID, it was such... I'm sorry. Anyways, I just started thinking about my first meet. I ran, like, 110.
No.
Oh, my gosh. I ran, like, 110. Okay. Anyways,
You know what?
that. I just thought
that makes me feel better about my 106 I ran my first meet.
Girl, that's not even bad compared. Anyways, sorry. So, yeah, freshman year, it was like this weird thing where, like, since COVID, they could only take a few people to meet, so you had to hit a standard to get taken to the meets.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so it was weird. But anyways, so I didn't actually start running 400 hurdles. Maybe, like, I did 2 meets, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, suspended sophomore year. And then I didn't run it junior year because Coach Brewer didn't think I was, like, remember when I kind of started, like, mid-season?
Yeah,
She
she
didn't
held
think I
off
was,
for
like,
a
ready
little bit.
for it or
Yeah.
whatever. Fair.
But she did good, so anyways.
So then, yeah, like, senior year was kind of, I don't know. I actually liked 400 hurdles, but I don't know. I couldn't really get going in it.
It was a complicated season, and it's just a complicated race.
It is.
Like, I feel like it takes forever to find your right rhythm and stride and everything, and then by the time you get it down, it's ACCs, and that was your last chance.
No, literally, that's exactly how it is. I feel like people think that running the 400 hurdles is like, I don't know. Do people think it's like, like I've heard talk that it's easier than the 400.
I hear both. So, are you saying from a hurdler's perspective, not someone that's just never has run the hurdle and is like,
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, from a hurdler's perspective, for me, I wouldn't say the 400 hurdles is easier than the 400, but would I prefer to run it over the open 400? Yes, just because in my mind, the hurdles break up the race more and it seems more digestible to me.
Yeah.
Versus if I've been, like, let's say I'm well into outdoor season and I've been running the 400 hurdles, and then one meet they're like, okay, let's run an open 4. I feel like I'm running for miles and miles on end because I'm like, where is the hurdle? Where is anything? Like, it just, like, never ends. So in that way, sometimes I'll be like, I'll prefer the 400 hurdles over the 400. Training wise, I'll take the 400. I will take the 400. And for people that, like, haven't run the 400 hurdles, I feel like you'll hear both. You'll hear people that are like, oh yeah, that looks like a god awful, like, impossible race, and then I'll also hear people be like, I feel like I could go in and run like a smooth, like, whatever time, like, just, I'm like, you don't, your fight or flight will kick in if you start sprinting full speed at a hurdle that you're totally unfamiliar to. You're not getting over it. Yeah. You're either hitting it, going to the side, or you'll like soar over it. Bam, 2 seconds added to your time.
That is the thing with that I like about 400 hurdles in a way. I don't know, like, a hurdler knows, like, you know which leg is going to come up.
Yes,
like,
right, you can anticipate it.
Like, you feel it.
You feel it, like, meters back. Like, I'm like, this is about to be left. This is about to be right. Whatever it is.
But
yes.
I don't know, I could not figure out how to run the 400 hurdles. Like, it's so complicated to me still. Like, I could not figure out how to run it. I don't know.
And, I mean, since you came from the 100 hurdles, you had to adjust kind of in learning that other leg for when that comes up. And I think that's a disadvantage for a lot of 100 hurdlers versus, like, me. I just, like, started in the 400 hurdles, so my coach, like, trained me with both as I was learning. But, like, if you come based off one, you're so comfortable with, like, your one leg, and it's like, oh my god, my right leg's coming up.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Done. Yeah, I didn't even learn how to switch legs until my senior year. Okay, and it was still so messy.
It's hard.
It's
like,
so hard.
It feels so, like, unnatural sometimes, but don't care. You did what you had to do. Don't care. Oh my goodness. So backing up to your sophomore year, I guess, so obviously you had to sit out, and that, I can't even imagine if I was in your shoes what I would have done. I probably would have become a gang member or something.
A gang member?
Just gone off the rails. Like, that's it.
Oh my
that
gosh.
is it. But I get, like, I wouldn't actually. Let me preface that. But how did that kind of change your perspective, I guess, on one, you kind of already talked about just, like, track in general, I guess, but also I feel like that was also a period where you were able to explore different parts of your identity, which was really cool, and you learned a lot more about yourself and develop new interests, which I think is good for you as, like, a whole person. As a track athlete, that sucked having to take that time off, but I feel like there was some good that came from it. So how was that, like, whole thing in general, like, just both sides, I guess?
I actually really like that you asked that, because I was literally talking to Steph about how, like, I feel like being an athlete kind of takes your entire identity away. So I think sophomore year I kind of did learn a little bit about myself. Like, I took a photography. That's when I took my first not my first photography class, but it was like I took a photography class, and I was able to kind of, like, work with that more and learn that more. So now I'm, like, a photographer, kind of.
Go follow her at Jazz Potts Photography.
Yeah, so I guess that is something that did come of it. Because I feel like if I still was on the team, I honestly don't know how I would have even done that class. Because, like, the assignments were so demanding. Like, I had to spend, like, a whole week doing one assignment. So yeah, I don't know how that would have worked out, but I was able to kind of, like, practice that more and learn about that more, so that's really the only good thing.
Yes.
It was difficult times.
Yeah. How did I guess it make you, well, you already talked about it a little bit, how it made you feel, like, did it change, I guess, how you said it, like, changed how you felt about track, basically, like.
I don't know. I feel like after that, I just had this mental block that I could not get over. And I don't know what it, like, obviously it came from that time, but I don't know what it was. Like, and I literally could not get over it. So, I think that also affected me on the track. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a lot, like, coaches thought that I didn't care about track, like, my junior or senior year, but like, no, that wasn't it. It was just, like, I was struggling mentally with track, and just, like, the idea that I wasn't good anymore. Like, I was not, because I've been good at it my whole life.
Right.
So I wasn't good anymore, and it's definitely just, like, that year off. It just set me. That was, like, such a hard year mentally already. So, and then just like adding like the physical part on, like not being active for like, oh my gosh, like literally, I want to say it was like 9 months.
Yeah.
No. And like, obviously I was just very, very depressed. So it was hard to, because I like was like, I couldn't practice or do anything. So it was hard for me to like even do that by myself.
Yep.
Like
Mm-hmm.
practicing with a team is like so much more. Like there's so much more goes into it, and I really loved that about track. So like I'm not practicing by myself. Like it was just like I couldn't.
Yeah, it's very hard. Like
it's just like you can't even do that. Like just running by yourself, like to that extent and that intensity. Like no.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. Kudos to you, man. That would have been very hard to come back from, but
I honestly don't know how I did.
It's impressive that you did. It really is.
And it's like I didn't even come back to my full extent, but it's like I came back a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
Your body was maybe not the mind, but your body.
The mind was gone.
But physically you were present. If you're comfortable talking about this, up to you. You're a pretty big advocate for mental health, and as fellow mentally ill girl, we share a fun little boat of depression sometimes. So I wanted to ask how that is and was for you as an athlete. If
no,
you
yeah,
want to share.
No, of course I can share. So I don't even know how to explain it, because being an athlete, especially, I don't know, it's like more than a full-time job. It's physically exerting, it's mentally draining. So adding like depression on top of that, I don't even know. Like I'm trying to think back to like college and how I even got through that, because in high school I was like pretty depressed. Like no one could really tell, but I was. And I feel like track was like my escape. Like I loved doing it in high school and like even middle school and stuff. Like I loved doing it, so like, and I was good at it, so it like distracted me from like anything mentally that I was going through. But then college, it was just like adding to it. So
no escape.
No escape. So oh my gosh, I don't even like, my freshman year was very hard, because like I didn't really have that many friends at first. Oh my gosh. That, I'm just like, those are such dark times. I don't even know, like I can't even explain how I got through it, because I think it's just like a day-to-day thing. Like you're just going through the motions of everything. And I think like maybe like now that I'm thinking like junior and senior year, like why coaches probably didn't think I cared. It wasn't that, but I was just like mentally not there. 'Cause like I'm just, I don't know, like I'm depressed. Like, and like I guess also being an athlete, I don't want to say that nobody cares, but nobody cares. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like
sometimes people will even tell you that.
True.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. So like it's kind of something you kind of just have to like deal with, which is like so sad to say. And I don't think that anybody, I don't know, I guess I hit it well. I guess like going to practice, it was easy to kind of like just push everything down, because like you're here to do a job, so you have to, or you're just like not gonna get through the practice. And even some days I would just like go to the car and break down, because it's just when you just have to push all that down, and then you just have like like not a bad practice, but it could be like anything, and it's just like, oh my gosh. And just realizing on top of that nobody cares. It's oh my gosh. But I think I tried to like be bubbly at practice, because like again, like I don't think anybody would have ever noticed because I was bubbly, or just like laughing. But I think some days, I think oh my gosh, now that I'm thinking about, like you're like one of the only people, you're the only person that has ever like asked me like at practice, like, oh, like, are you okay? Or like, do you need a hug? Oh my gosh, it makes me tear up. No, I know. But it's like, oh my gosh, like I feel like that helps, because having like at least maybe one person who does see you, it honestly helps, like, maybe get through it. It's like, I don't know. I'm actually tearing up.
No.
So,
Stop.
like,
I love you.
yeah, like, I think, and even, like, oh my gosh, I think Devin in the weight room also, like, said something. Devin cares.
Devin is
cares.
a fabulous coach. He's our lift coach, and he is going to be on one of our next episodes, so stay
Oh, I'm
tuned.
so excited
Yes.
to watch that.
He was like, when am I going to be on the podcast? I was like, let's film it next week.
I'm
So,
excited for that.
yeah.
Yeah, I love Devin. And one day, I think I was just not having, like, I was like, okay, I don't want to fake it today.
Yeah.
So I was just, like, not having it. And he, like, came up to me and, like, said something. And it actually started making me cry.
Oh.
Yeah, so, like,
Yes.
he cares.
I've had that too. And then I was like, and now I have to leave Devin. Thanks a
now
lot.
I have to
now
go
I have to go to the bathroom.
So, like, I guess, like, it could really be one person who kind of just, like, sees you
Mm-hmm.
or just is there with you and just, like, I don't know, going through the same thing, it honestly helped. But
Yeah.
dealing with depression as an athlete is, like, I can't even explain the experience. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would ever understand until you go through it.
And I feel like sometimes you don't even know you're in it.
You
Like,
don't.
it can be very confusing.
Right. It's just like you could literally just be like breaking down crying like
Yeah.
after practice or at night, or just like have no energy to do anything on the weekends
Mhm.
because you literally spent the whole week like putting on a mask, doing physically exerting practices, like
Repeat 500s. Like, on top of just, like, general depression and, like, school, we are killing ourselves every day.
Every
in
day.
practice. So that, like,
every
ads.
day. And it's like not even like a sport to where practice, okay, I don't want to say it's not fun.
no, but seriously, like, track practice is not meant to be fun.
Yeah.
Like, other teams, you'll show up and you'll scrimmage or whatever. And, I mean, of course you do condition. Like, there's conditioning and everything. With,
Don't get me started,
with
but-
track, I show up and I expect to be on the ground crying, people throwing up around me, like, the whole thing. Like, it's not a fun sport.
It's not fun.
Like, it can be fun, but at the base of it, like, it's not, you gotta be tough, and a lot of that you also have to be mentally tough, and that can be hard for people that are mentally damaged. Like,
no, literally. Perfect way to put it, literally. So I don't, oh my gosh, and I just think practice is just so I just don't even know, like, I just promise you, when you get out of college, you're gonna be like, how the heck did I do that?
Yeah.
Like, it's like I like am sitting here now like thinking like, how did I even get through that? Like, I don't know.
crazy.
I really don't, because like I said, it's not fun. It's not. I
not
hate
fun.
to say it, but especially college. I don't even know. College is just not. It's not a place.
Not to scare anyone. That's if you're a high schooler, like, it's, I mean, you already know. If you run track, you already know, like, it's a very, like, demanding sport. So it's not that it's not fun. If anything, that's part of also, like, what Jazz was saying with it being so hard to do on your own. Your teammates make it a lot better. And, like, you have, like, a family that is, you know, dying next to you. So there's a good sense of community with track. And obviously, if you have a lot of passion in the sport, it's good. But if you're in a not great place mentally and passion kind of fizzles out, then it just becomes, like, it's not something that you can just really hide and, like, still give 100% in, like, maybe not like other sports. I don't know. I don't play any other sports. But, you know, it's...
And then on top of that, just thinking having a coach yell at you.
Right.
Having a coach scream and yell at you because you're not mentally there.
Like,
I can't, like, I don't know, like, you can't help, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just, especially with, like, depression, it's not a switch that I could just turn back on.
if
like,
I could, the switch would be on.
it would
all
be
the
on.
time.
Like, you think I want to feel like this? No.
No.
Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's just a terrible feeling.
Yes. Yeah, I don't even know. And I feel like mental health for athletes is just, like, such a serious thing anyways, and that needs more attention. And there's also just, like, not enough resources. And I will call out my university here. There's not a lot of resources. Like, we have 2 mental health therapists for all of the teams, all of the sports teams. And that's just, like, not enough. And it's also, you know, it's especially with, like, therapy, you need to have someone that you really click with. And if there's 2 options, and for me, like, the we got a new girl, and I love her. But my other first two options, like, it did not work. Like, especially for, like, a woman, it's like, I don't really want to talk to a man. I would like to talk to a woman. Sometimes for a black woman, it's like, I'd rather not talk to a old white man, like, whatever. Like, there's just, like, things like that, which I know it's obviously hard to no, I'm sorry. you need more resources.
Yeah, like, it's not.
Especially when, like, so many athletes struggle with this kind of stuff. Like, it's really important to pay attention to those things, and I think there's a lot more that needs to be done at, like, the university level, also like a team level, for everything for mental health with athletes, because it, you know, they always say, like, oh, the sport is like 50% mental, 50% like physical. Then just like I get treatment done for my body, like, I need my brain to be taken care of too. Right. I need my, like, health, my mental health to be taken care of, and I don't think it's as much as we are like, oh, like, it's 50% this, 50% this, like, you don't, like, actually, like, tend to it equally as it should be. So it's just like, that sucks.
And there's no off days, so it's like,
and there's no off days.
I'll just suffer till Friday, I guess.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yay, depression.
Terrible.
Anyways, I'd like to say, like, changing to a high note, but my next topic,
oh gosh,
is the big thing: life after college athletics, or just athletics in general, and how that transition was for you, how that has been recently, and just, I don't know, all your thoughts on that.
Okay, so I feel like I personally love it.
Period.
That's
not how I thought this was gonna start.
Well, like, I don't know. I do need to get back in the gym and work out, because I do like working out and stuff, but I think my body has just been working out for 13 years. Yeah. So, like,
it's like, shoot, I'm gonna take this time.
I know, right? So it's been hard for me to, like, start working out, but I personally, I don't, okay, so, like, I'm just, like, so I'm going back to school next year, so I'm just in my gap year, just, like, chilling and working and stuff. So, like, when I was sick one day, and I, like, was like, hey, I can't come into work, I'm sick. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, what?
You mean I don't gotta make it up on the Saturday?
But, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm about to get mad, because just the amount of times that I've been sick, and, like, I feel terrible, like, I'm sick, like, I have a cold, I don't want to go and run a 500 or a 400, you know what I mean? But, unless you have a fever, you have to go to practice. Yeah. So, like,
so I am about to collapse.
No, literally, like, perfect. So I'm mentally ill and I'm physically ill, and I still have to practice.
And you're thinking I'm getting over these hurdles right now.
Like, what? So, like, that's something that, like, I think, like, I took that for granted, like, how important that is, like, if I need an off day, I can get an off day, but as an athlete, you don't get an off day. Like, you don't. So, but if I need one now, like, I can get that. So that part is, like, really nice. I still love track, and I just love hurdling and stuff, but, like, I definitely think I knew it was, like, time to, like, be done. So the life after that is nice. I think, though, I think it is a struggle to find myself again. Like, even though, like, my sophomore year, like, I had, like, that year off, I feel like out of college, it's just, like, a completely different thing. I kind of have to still, like, find myself, and I'm struggling a little bit with that, and kind of just with a mental block with that and stuff. But I just know, like, this, like, moment will pass and everything. So I'm not too worried about that and everything, but I personally like it. I think something that is also, so, like, obviously on a team, you're around people every single day for, like, hours out of that day, like, your teammates. So I think that part is, like, sad, because life feels very lonely right now. So I think making that transition into, like, adulthood and, like, finding adult friends and stuff like that is, like, it's a struggle, for sure. So I don't know. I feel like keeping in touch with like your college friends and self is definitely hard, and that's something that I'm struggling with. But
Yeah.
lots of struggles.
Lots of struggles.
But
that's okay.
It's just like a weird period, I think, in general to be in, that anybody may face. Not anybody. Some people may not face it.
Of course, this is all like some people. They might be, you know, la la la
la la la la. I've been struggling for most of my life. Nothing new. Nothing new. So it wasn't gonna be cake and rainbows and stuffed animals. I don't know. Like for me.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just a weird period, but I'm just happy to be done with collegiate athletics.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, fair. And like you already mentioned it a little bit, but aside from also being out of athletics now, how is it like just post college? Like you've kind of already talked about that, but I feel like I don't know. I just feel like the athletics piece adds like a whole nother component, because especially for like other people that don't play a sport, you know, they graduate, and some people, like if they all just stay in Pittsburgh or whatever, it's kind of like nothing really changed. Like obviously there is a part where it's like, okay, I got to figure my life out, but like for athletes, I guess it's more of a, okay, I had like this community that I was a part of every single day, 24/7. Like it was very demanding. Obviously, as I said, literally more than a full-time job. So leaving that, I can totally see how that would be like very lonely, because not only have you just graduated from college, but you're no longer around this group of people that you spend 20 hours a week with. Like it's just that I can't imagine that kind of transition, and I'm praying for myself now because I'm about to be like, where are all my friends? But so yeah, anyways, that part is really hard. But I guess, how is it just being out of college?
I don't know. It's kind of weird, and maybe that's why I'm going back.
Yeah, you're like, nope, had enough.
Yeah, honestly, like I definitely knew like I needed a year, but then I'm like, I don't know, like obviously I'm going back because of like the career path I want, but it's also like,
oh, Jazmyn, what are you studying?
Oh, so my degree in undergrad was psychology, and I minored in criminal justice.
I forgot about that minor. Period.
Because I wanted to be a forensic psychologist.
Okay.
But what do I look like going back to school for 6 years?
No.
What do I look like? I'm not doing that. So I am getting my master's in either clinical mental health counseling or social work, because I want to be a therapist for student athletes.
Wow.
Or kids with trauma, and just like women and black men. Yeah.
Lots of different people.
Yeah, lots of different
targeted groups.
But yeah, I want to be a therapist, so that's what I would be going back to school for.
Period. Love it.
Thank you.
Is that like a 1-year thing that you're looking into?
2.
Or 2? Okay. Okay, 2. Noted.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. I feel like the school part without the athletics part is going to be very different.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be like, oh my goodness.
Right.
Like you can get a job if you want during that. You can work out at your leisure, whatever you're feeling. Like that's going to be a big change.
So I'm excited.
Being just a student.
Right. I'm honestly excited for that part.
Eek. Yay. New beginnings. Very cool. Another thing you touched on quite a bit already was the athlete identity and finding like an identity outside of sport and everything. And so you mentioned that kind of with photography and stuff. I guess, how has that been for you, just exploring like different paths and enjoying like those different hobbies and such?
So this is so funny. So so one of my jobs that I like, it just recently ended, and I was like a school photographer. Oh,
and that ended?
Yes.
No.
Oh. Happy.
Yes.
I had to wake up not every day, but like every time I had it at 5 a.m. 10-hour days.
What do I look
and that's
like
like not
that?
my style of photography. Like like so I realized I was like,
yeah,
this
right,
because
you were just like, it wasn't like cool creative stuff. It was just like
Right.
Capturing memories.
Right. It's gonna be great to be on my resume, but like I'm glad it's done.
Yeah, sure.
But so with that job, it's like so funny because the people there completely different from me, but we have so much in common because like okay, I grew up like as like a gamer, and
it's confession time.
It's like so weird, like and just like low key a nerd. Like I like Harry Potter, whatever. I feel like Harry Potter's not even really that nerdy, but like Steph says I am like a nerd, like because of the things I like. But
okay, Steph, you're a nerd too. So how about that?
But like whatever. But I grew up like gaming and stuff, and with like that job, we were like we were all talking about games, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know what they're talking about. And because like I was an athlete, like I kind of like stopped doing like things that I liked. Yeah. Like right. I used to love going on bike rides and just like being in nature, but again, being an athlete, like you're exhausted. I'm not going on a bike ride.
Right, I'm not doing that. I'm going to bed.
Right. I'm going to bed. I had no time to like play video games, so like I actually started doing that again this summer.
Yay, fun.
I love to read. And again, like being an athlete, it was a little hard to read sometimes.
As an athlete and a student, like it's like I'm reading stuff for school. I'd rather not pick up a book right now.
At all. So
yeah, that's for summer.
Right. So I love to read. I love to be in nature. I love to go on bike rides. I love to hike. I love to play video games. So like I also really want to get into scrapbooking because obviously I know
scrapbooking. I want to make a scrapbook.
Obviously I take a lot of pictures. I have so many memories.
That's perfect.
So I really want to make a scrapbook. I like to paint. I like to color. Like I like doing so much creative stuff.
Yes. So and lucky for you, I have an in at Joann's. So if we
I actually just went to Michael's today. Sorry, it was by the place I went to.
Bro,
I just got like a canvas and some paint.
Okay.
I don't even know where there's a Joann's over here.
There's a Joann's over by Ross Park.
Oh, well, that's where I went. Oh, the Michael's was again right there.
It doesn't matter. Joann's is better quality, better price, better customer service.
Okay, perfect.
Anyways. Not sponsored.
Anyways, yeah, so I like have so many interests. Honestly, oh my gosh, especially with like a career. I was talking to like Kanisha about I don't know how people choose just one career. And I honestly did not figure out I wanted to be a therapist till after I graduated because again, like my brain was messed up. I couldn't think. So like I didn't like think about that until like I graduated. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like I would love this." But like I also like I love coffee.
Yes.
So much. Oh, yeah, one of my jobs, a barista. But I love coffee. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I would love to own my own business one day, have a coffee shop with all my photography work in it.
Yes. Like there's so many things, bro. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, okay, so I want to do this, but I also want to do this. What if I combine? Like there's so many.
It's just.
Sorry, I'm not going to work at a desk from 9 to 5.
Exactly.
I'm going to do a bunch of fun other things.
It's just, I love to like, I want to get into like, digital design, like it's just again like I didn't think of this stuff that I loved this stuff until after I graduated and wasn't an athlete.
Remind me, I have this account that I follow on TikTok that does like graphic design for like brands, and I think it's the coolest thing ever. I'll send it to you. You should do it. Anyways,
okay. See, I want to do
cool
that,
things.
Or just like also before I came into like college, I used to do what you did, and I used to vlog my team.
Yes.
But again, brain was messed up. Didn't have the mental capacity like Ken's does to do that. But I like used to love like doing like I don't know vlogs or just anything. Like I like social media stuff.
Yeah.
So that's like really when you aren't a student athlete, like you just I don't know. My brain is getting. My frontal lobe is developing or something.
Right. Everything's coming back.
Everything's coming back to the surface of my brain. It's healing.
It's like, wait, I enjoy things.
Right. I actually like doing stuff.
Bye. Oh my gosh, that is like, I had my little like taste of that this summer. Also, I was like, okay, like. I like to read. And I can't run. I'm like, I like to walk outside.
Please.
And heavy on this. Like I like went full in with
oh my gosh,
content.
You did.
So
I'm so proud
and
of
here we are.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
And yeah, this is my little safe space, and I love it. And I love all you guys. Hey. But Yeah, so anyways, hobbies are very important to develop. Don't wait
Honestly.
until you're not an athlete to have some of those hobbies. Yes, it can be very hard to commit to a hobby because you have negative time, but like still like you're going to crash out if you don't have like moments of self-care, and self-care could look like reading a book.
Coloring. Like, me and Ken's, like, we'll color.
Yeah, we color a lot. So coloring's fun, but you know, some people like don't have the patience for coloring. That's fine. Play video games, whatever it is. Just make sure that you have.
Oh my gosh, we also been playing Minecraft.
Yes, we also
even
play
though we
Minecraft.
haven't played that in a while.
We haven't played in a while, but our world is coming together. Do I keep messing it up and Jazz gets mad? Yes. We're making an aquarium right now. And I keep killing the dolphins on accident.
I forget what that problem was.
It was the water. I put the water down wrong. And
Oh,
it started
yes,
like
yes.
a whirlpool.
But it got fixed.
Yeah, but did it get fixed?
I fixed it.
We'll check and see if they're still alive, I hope.
I think I fixed it. I don't remember.
Anyways, so we play Minecraft. You know, just have those fun things that you do. So then once you leave your sport, it's not like, damn, I have nothing going for me. It's like, no, you have some interests. Like, there's some fun things.
Right.
So, yeah, definitely explore those now. What is your biggest takeaway from your athletics journey?
Oh my god.
And you can have some time to think about this.
I was gonna say, that's a hard
But, like,
question.
so I kind of asked people kind of, like, what advice you would give to your freshman self or, like, your early on track self, what advice you would give to other people coming into college, or just something that you've learned. Any way you want to take that question, just like.
Okay, I feel like the thing that first came to my brain, especially to younger self, is like, it's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be okay. Because I feel like whenever, like, I don't know, like, I had a bad meet, and I feel like a lot of that may have come from, my mom was a sports mom.
Okay, yes.
So whenever I used to do bad, she would be mad at me. And that's, like, obviously, that held a lot of weight. And
Yeah.
she, like, didn't do that when I got to college. But she just, like, I think the part why she was doing that in high school and, like, middle school was because she wanted me to get a scholarship and go to college.
So then kind of once you were there, it was, like,
right.
ease up a little.
But, like, oh my gosh, I would, like, feel so terrible and break down. So even, like, in college, like, just, oh my gosh, like, when I found out I got suspended, oh my gosh, I thought, like, even, like, I was so scared to tell my mom.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like, I literally thought it was the end of the world. So that, I guess that's something I could, like, I wish I could tell, like, my middle school self, high school self, and, like, college self, is like, it's literally not the end of the world.
Yeah.
It's literally not. It's
Not the
literally
end of
going
the
to be okay. You're fine.
Yes.
And I feel like I could, like, tell that to anybody who has, like, a bad race,
Mm-hmm.
who has a bad season. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's not the end of the world.
It's
literally a
okay.
sport.
It's a little blip.
It's and I guess, like, yes, like, it may be someone's world in the moment, but, like, it's a sport. Like,
Yeah.
it means a lot and it holds a lot of weight, but, like, coming from someone who has been doing the same sport for, like, 13 years and put so much, like, pride and, like, based my self-worth on, like,
Mhm.
how I did,
Mm-hmm.
it's, like, not that deep.
Like, chill. Chill.
Like, literally chill out. It's not that
which
serious.
is so much easier said than done. But
It
like,
is.
you have to give yourself some kind of grace with that, which I am constantly reminded, and that's why I put it on my wrist. They're like, girl, chill out. I'm
Chill
like, I'm
out.
trying. But like, yeah, at the end of the day, you have to remember that you're doing this sport because you like this sport.
Right.
And it's fun, and you love your team, and whatever it is. So while a bad race sucks, and people might be mad at you because you ran bad, it's okay. Like, deep breaths, like,
Just think it's not the end
DM
of the
me or
world.
Jazz, like, we'll comfort you. Like, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I like that advice. That's good.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. The last thing I have here is my little spiel of me telling you that I'm proud of you.
Oh my gosh, please don't. I actually may start tearing
Yeah,
up.
you might.
Walking out.
I can blur out your face. But you have a lot to be proud of from your collegiate career, and you had a lot stacked against you from people being meanies and not fully believing in you, from having to take time off, from battling mental health issues, from coming back after time off and whatever, everything in your sport. You've had a lot against you, and you did really well. You did. Like, if you look back on it, like, yes, you didn't get varsity as early as you should have, but you were a varsity athlete. You were the most versatile hurdler on the team who did well in both of those events. Like, you pulled your weight. You were a leader. You were a great teammate who, like, constantly made me feel good.
Oh my gosh.
Who helped me training at practice, also at meets when I wouldn't do well. Like, you were always a good energy, even though people might have been thinking that you weren't. Like, I don't care. No, you were a good energy. You were a good relatable energy, good comforting energy as a teammate, and you were a good athlete. And I think that was something that I told you, I guess, going into your ACC meet, even though it didn't go as you wanted. Like, I wanted to just, like, emphasize, be like, girl, like, this was 13 years of your life. Like, just, like, try and go into this meet, like, having fun and, like, soaking that in. And I feel like you have 13 years to be proud of. Like, even though things didn't always go, like, the way that you wanted. And it never does, because life sucks sometimes. But, like, you did good.
Oh
and
my
I'm proud of you. And I love you.
Oh my gosh, that was so sweet. I don't know why I'm crying.
I was like writing some stuff I want to talk about. I was like, she's gonna cry. But
I guess it's just like a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm like,
no, you're good. Like that, like hearing that sometimes as an athlete can be like, damn, you're right. Like, I did a lot. Like, I'm good. Like, I have a lot to be proud of. And like, I'll have people tell me that. Kalia, my family, everyone, like, therapists will tell me that, and I'm like, yeah, like, I did a thing, and it was really hard, and I did it well. I did it to the best of my ability, and I have a lot to look back on and, like, be grateful for and be, like, proud of myself for.
Yeah.
So,
especially, I guess, I like that you said, like, I did have a lot of odds stacked. We're not going to talk about that.
And you have to consider that stuff. Like, I mean, it's not just, you show up, you train, you go to the meet. Like, there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah.
And, like, people might look at your TFERs and think one thing, but it's like, no, you don't know what I went through, like, this year. Like, but, like, I do, you do, and it was hard. And I'm proud of you, so.
Thank you.
I love you.
Oh my gosh, I literally love you so much.
I love you more.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to stop crying. Actually, I need to go to the bathroom.
You're good. I mean, this is basically the end.
I know.
Anyways, Jazz, that's all that's all
the bed.
That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining the podcast. What? No, it's okay. I can just move this over. It's fine. It's fine. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on.
I'm like so close to your face. Thank you for having me, Kenzie. Love you.
I love you more. Where can they follow you on your socials?
I don't want nobody to follow me.
How about your photography page? Linking in the bio. Don't care. Don't care. Go follow her. Is that an hour and 50? No way. That's wrong.
I think it's an hour and 1 minute.
Oh, thank you. I was like, an hour and 50? No, that's crazy. Anyways, all right, that's all. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Mackenzie Sullivan. Follow me. And subscribe here on YouTube if you're watching, or on Spotify for videos every other week. I try, at least. I'm pretty inconsistent, but you know what? It's the quality over quantity here, okay? So follow that. Follow me on Instagram at Mackenzie Sullivan, and also follow at Athlete to Athlete Podcast on Instagram. It's been a pleasure. Thank you again, Jazz.
Bye. Thanks for having me again.
You're welcome. Bye.